Hello, welcome back to another video. And in this video, we are beginning a completely brand new course on text analytics with Python. And I'm so excited for this. I hope you are too, because in this video, we'll be taking a deep dive into the basics of an NLP and how we can use one of the most strongest libraries, NLTK, in Python to process natural language. And with that being said, will also be using the NLTK to implement one of the most famous and common applications in natural language processing, such as classification, summarization, and so much more. So, to make this a little bit easier for you guys to understand, I've decided a plan of attack and what exactly are we going to be doing in this whole series. So the first thing that we'll be doing is natural language processing, the basics of natural language processing. We will be understanding the basics and the things that we need to know before we could dive into using Python's NLTK tool to implement the processing or the basic processing or basic functions to process natural language in Python. And speaking of that, that's going to be the next part. We'll be getting started with NLTK in Python, and we'll be learning the basics of Python, how we can implement some of the most common functions such as word tokenization, lemmatization, removing stop words, and stuff like that in NLTK. And then once we are done with that, we'll be taking a look at how we can process natural language in Python with some of the advanced tools in NLTK. And so by the end of these parts, you will be pretty good at processing natural language in Python. So with that being done, we can get started with what the first application that we'll be implementing will be text classification. And since it's classification, we will obviously be using some of the most powerful libraries such as scikit-learn, and we might be even using Tensorflow to classify text. So we'll be taking a look at what text classification is in a very detail, but I can explain this text classification in very simple words as we will be classifying documents according to their nature. So let's say if a document was written on a political or a religious point of view, we'll be able to classify whether it's a religious document, whether it's about news forecast, whether it's about sports, and so on and so forth. And the next application that we'll be taking a look at will be text similarity. Now, what is text similarity? We'll be actually comparing two documents, and we will seeing whether two documents are similar or they're dissimilar, and how much similar they're based on their features or based on the nature. And the next application that we'll be taking a look at is the text summarization. So this is one of my favorites. What we'll be doing is we'll be actually feeding a PDF or a text document to our program, and it's going to go ahead and extract some of the features, some of the important features from the document, and it will summarize it into few sentences. So it's easier for us to understand the whole document and without even reading it completely. Okay? The next application that we'll be taking a look at is the sentiment analysis, which is one of the most popular and common applications that people mostly teach. But I thought that maybe I could teach it in a different way by using some different data set and something that we can learn from. Okay, so with that being said, I can categorize all this into applications that we will be implementing in natural language. So I hope you are as excited as I am. So let's get started.